and Haribol. And we have
Hare Krishna,
Vidhi.
we request all the devotees to kindly switch on their videos so that Maharaj can see us and we can get the blessings of Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you, Vidhi Mataji. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna. Haribol Gopati Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Somapati Gauranga Prabhu. Haribol. Hare Krishna. Sankarshan Priya Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Harsh Prabhu. Dandavat. Hare Krishna. Shiva Paul Nagaon from Assam is there. And
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Om Krishna Chandra Prabhu. Dandavat. Hare Krishna. Hari Prem Nitai Prabhu. Pranams. Hare Krishna. Sachinandan Mishra Prabhu.
Hare
Dandavat.
Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Bandhu Harshita. Number 1. Haribol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Madhusmita Sahu Mataji. Pranams. Hare Krishna. Oh, Kritika Mataji is there. Haribol Mataji. Pranams. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Basvaraj Prabhu is there. Hare Krishna. Haribol Gaurav Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna Prabhu Dandavat.
Hare Krishna. Jatin Prabhu. Pranams. And
Hare Krishna
Parthasati
Maharaj.
Prabhu is Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. And Parthasati Prabhu is there. Hare Krishna. And Ananya Mataji is joined also. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Ayush Prabhu. And Supriya Mataji is there. Pranams. And yeah, we're 62 devotees here. So I have to go to another page. Okay, next page, devotees are not turning on their videos, so I won't say hello. Hare Krishna. This is a good preacher's tactic I was taught by Raghunath Prabhu from New York City. Raghunath Prabhu and his associate partner, Kastuba, they have a podcast called, I think, Lessons from the Sages, something like that. Lessons from the Sages. And they've been doing podcasts together for many years. And the strategy, Raghunath says, is at the beginning of every Zoom call, he addresses every person that has their video camera on personally. And that inspires devotees to put on their video cameras. Because this is one of the challenges that we deal with as preachers. We deal with Zoom classes all the time. We're always presenting Krishna consciousness online on Zoom. So sometimes devotees don't put on their video cameras, and that makes it harder. We don't know if they're having breakfast, or if they're reading a book, or if they're scrolling their WhatsApp messages, or if they're there at all, right? We don't know if they're there at all. So having the video camera on is a good bonus. It makes the transmission of knowledge, the communication much easier. People only can understand so much of what you say, and a lot of what you say is coming across in your body language, your expression, your tone of voice. And you can see when you're speaking if people are understanding what you're saying. It seems like most of you are all understanding me. So that's good. So we can continue with English as a medium, right? No translation is required today. Bankim Roy Prabhu, we're good with English here?
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj.
Badiya, badiya. Very good. Kripaya maaf kijiye, mer Hindi bahut kharabi hu. So yes, that looks like a good idea. So our topic today is heart to bead, caring for our japa. This is a devotee care initiative. So for devotee care, for me, the most important part of my sadhana is my japa. And if I can wake up early and chant japa during the Brahma Muhurta, especially in the association of devotees, I feel like I'm pouring like high octane gas in my gas tank. I feel that my whole day goes very well. Would you agree? You can just nod your heads, or if you have some emojis, whatever you want to send, that's also fine. Any reactions? So yes, yeah, we have this one. Quite a few thumbs up. By chanting our japa very focused, then we're basically doing whatever we can to advance the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Japa is the foundation. Once I was speaking with one very senior devotee, one very senior Vaishnav sannyasi ISKCON guru, and he said that most, if not all, of the problems in ISKCON, they stem from inattentive japa. So we can be part of the problem or we can be part of the solution. We can be part of the problem or we can be part of the solution. So which is better, be part of the problem or be part of the solution? It's better to be part of the solution. So the solution to improve ISKCON, which is Prabhupada said, ISKCON is my body. So we can massage the body of Srila Prabhupada, strengthen his body, and make his body more healthy by chanting attentive japa. So this will strengthen us as individuals and it will strengthen the entire movement. So we've put together this this PowerPoint presentation. Let me see if I can access it here. That looks good. Let me see if I can share this. And I'd also like to thank Kritika Mataji. She's also here on the call for helping me put this together. We collaborate. I try to have a PowerPoint for every presentation, even Bhagavatam classes. And we collaborate together to make PowerPoint presentations together. So I hope you enjoy this. And thank you, Kritika Mataji, for facilitating this. Heart to bead, caring for our japa. And we want to, of course, extend our deepest gratitude to His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the Samstapak Acharya of ISKCON. Satar Salke Hai Srila Prabhupada America Mein Gay, or Harinam Ki Dwara, Udhar Kye, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Now I'd just like to ask you for a minute, what would have happened if Srila Prabhupada did not get on the boat? What if Srila Prabhupada had that ticket on the Jaladuta and he said, no, I changed my mind. I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay home and watch Netflix. I'm going to just enjoy my life in Vrindavan. But Srila Prabhupada made this great sacrifice for all of us. He gave us the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and when he was traveling on the Jaladuta, he said that I bhakti nai bheda nai. I have no devotion, I have no knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name. So by delivering the holy name to us, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Srila Prabhupada has given us this, the greatest gift, the matchless gift by which we can pursue our spiritual life. And if you come to Pandharpur, where I'm based now, please come visit us in Pandharpur. You'll see Lord Vithala is there with his hands on his hips, And Lord Vittala is there with his hands on his hips. And he's just waiting for all of us to come. And if we visit Pandharpur and we see Vittala, then the ocean of material suffering is only as deep as his hands on his hips, only waist deep. So please come visit us in Pandharpur. Suswagatam. And so all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, now imagine that you're holding I have my beads in my hand and I have a phone in my other hand. And I say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And I look at my phone. I say, oh, just one message from my friend. Must be very urgent. Krishna will understand, of course. So my best friend is sending an update on Sunday. His last shower was a historical event. And Ekadashi is also approaching. So should I bathe now or do a combined devotional and hygiene fast? So a very perplexing question. So then imagine calling your best friend and saying, hello, I'm talking to you, but I'm also scrolling my reels and I'm cooking some Maggie and I'm thinking of someone else. So how long before our friend hangs up? If we're not paying attention to our friend, then why should our friend stay on the line? So this is like when we do inattentive chanting, when we chant with our bead bag in one hand, we scroll with the other hand. Why Krishna is going to hang around with us if we don't pay attention to a guest, if we don't feed the guest will leave. So guests, they want to be fed. And what does Krishna want to be fed with? Krishna wants to be fed with our love. So in order to chant attentively and focused, we need preparation time. Just like when we're cooking chapan bhog, it only takes 15 or 20 minutes to actually make the offering. But the preparation time is hours, from purchasing, going to the shop, and then bringing it home, and then preparing it, peeling it, washing it, cutting it, cooking it, putting on the plates, and then mantras, Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, all this thing, ringing the bell. So preparation runs for hours compared to the execution time. So the same thing with our japa. Japa begins the day before. Please note this down. Japa begins the day before. The day before our activities, what we read, what we study, what we hear, how much sleep we get, do we get good rest? And also I'm just going to share you a preacher's tip. If you don't have a program in the evening, if you're not giving a class online, if you're not going to a satsanga, sleep as early as possible. Because then you can wake up, you can chant some japa before Mangalartik, and then your day will go very, very nicely. The japa before Mangalartik is called golden rounds. Golden rounds, those rounds that we chant before Mangalartik, those are the best rounds. And I'm very happy to be here in Sri Pandharpur Dham. There are many wonderful devotees here. This morning I came to the temple at 4:15, and there were already about 20 devotees chanting before Mangalarti, doing their japa. So that's really, really nice. So japa begins the day before. There's a lot of preparation involved. Go to sleep early. I have a friend, Navina Nirada Prabhu. Have you ever heard of Navina Nirada Prabhu? He was the top book distributor in the world for several years, and he became the book distribution minister. And he goes to sleep between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Wakes up very early, around 2 o'clock, studies some Bhagavatam, chants rounds. I have another friend, Vijay Prabhu. He was also the book distribution minister many years. Also waking up around 2 o'clock in the morning, chanting all of his rounds before Mangalartik. I have a friend named Radhakund Prabhu. His Grace Radhakund Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple. He left this world. But he would chant 16 rounds before Mangalartik and then 16 more rounds after Mangalartik. This was his daily practice. And he would daily wake up at like 2:50, 2:50. Bang, he's up, quick brush the teeth, quick shower, immediately chanting his rounds. So prioritize early rounds by going to sleep early. Last night I went to sleep at 7:30 p.m. Haribo. And I felt so good. I woke up at around 3 o'clock this morning. With no alarm clock, I just felt so good. My body was refreshed, and I had a very blissful morning program, chanted Japa, full morning program, and now doing my seva to the best of my capacity. So getting up early and going to sleep early is like really mission critical. Wouldn't you say so, Stoka Krishna Go Prabhu?
Yes.
Yes, Stoka Krishna Go Prabhu agrees with me. We have a live audience here. We're here at Lok Studio in Pandharpur. This is a recording studio. It's totally sound treated. It's really set up for music. We do a lot of kirtan here. We have different instruments like guitars. And it's a good place for doing podcasts. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Can you hear? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare.
Haribo, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai,
Om
Hare Krishna.
Sankirtan ki jai.
Jai.
So that's another important tip for Japa is do a lot of kirtan. Is that the kirtan helps the Japa and the Japa helps the kirtan. I find I get more ananda, bliss from kirtan as opposed to Japa. So this is very, very helpful. Go for the full morning program whenever possible. If you have a chance, if you live near devotees, if you're doing morning program with your families, if you're doing morning program in a base, go for Guru Puja, chant, dance, and be happy. If you chant, dance, and be happy, you're satisfied, then other thoughts, inattentiveness will not trouble you as much. Srila Prabhupada said, inattentive chanting is the root cause of all the other offenses. Inattentive chanting is the root cause of all other offenses. If we have that bliss, that energy from the kirtan, then we can just try to let the mantra speak for itself. I want to quickly share 3 points that I learned from His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj recently at a Govardhan retreat. Kritika, is this in the PPT somewhere? Yes? Okay. Then I'll go back to the PPT and we'll see when we get to it. So this is like a teaser. It's coming up. Okay, good. So, yeah. Okay, so we have preparation. The point is, it's not just about sitting down and chanting japa. It's about preparing by doing kirtan, by sleeping early, by studying Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So the same for a student sitting for exam. Exam paper is only 1 or 2 hours, but the preparation goes for a year or more. Same for runners. Any athlete. The game only lasts 2-4 hours or 8 hours in Olympic finals. A sprint may be 30 seconds, but preparation is years and years, maybe 20 years of life. So the chanting of the holy name, what we do when we don't chant, determines how our chanting is going to be when we sit to chant. So our whole life is a preparation for getting ready to chant. So we see in the Shastras again and again, there's always important emphasis on chanting. Kirtaniya Sada Hari, from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, from the Shikshastakam. Nirantara Nama Lao, from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. This Nama Lao, take the holy name. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, from the Bhagavad Gita 9:14. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, Yantantascha Judhapataha, Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya, Nitya Yukta Upasate. And then there's Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We should engage in chanting and engaging in Bhagavatam and Seva Nityam, constantly. So even if practically we can't always keep the bead bag and chant, but we can keep the name of the Lord in our mind. Here's another tip for you. When you're eating, chant. Chant while you eat. You can chant out loud, or you can chant in your mind while you're eating. You can sing a kirtan in your mind. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Meanwhile, the samosa is going on, right? Chewing the samosa, and the kirtan is going on in the mind. So try this next time you have prasadam. And it's very blissful. You can also chew. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Are we still there? Yeah, sorry, I got a phone call. As my good friend Govinda Basya Prabhu from USA. I'll call him later. Okay, let's go back to our PPT. So eat and chant, chant and eat. Eat and chant, chant and eat. Chanting is always really sweet. There's an example why we don't get attracted to the chanting. Srila Prabhupada gives the example of a diseased person suffering from jaundice. So the cure for jaundice is sugar candy. And that's the treatment for recovering. Taking sugar candy. I don't know about this kind of sugar candy. It's more like this white rock candy. I don't know if the doctors would recommend lollipops. And interesting, I'm getting messages from Govinda Basya Prabhu. He's saying, I'm sick. What's the best medicine? Maybe I should send him this slide or ask him to join the session. Do you have Govinda Basya Prabhu's contact?
Maybe you send it in the.
Yeah, ask Vishnu to send it. So yeah. So then when we have jaundice, as soon as we taste sugar, it tastes awful. Bahut kadwa hai. Bahut kadwa hai. It's kata. But later, as we take the sugar candy more and more, we recover our taste and it becomes bahut swadisht. Swad hai. Bahut swadisht hai. So this is a Bhagavatam quote. Someone would like to unmute and read this, please? Any volunteers? Yeah, go ahead, Sanchit.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. The sugar candy to the person suffering from jaundice tastes bitter. Oh, it is bitter. But actually, sugar candy is not bitter. But that as the sugar candy is the only medicine for jaundice disease. Similarly, the Hari Katha or Krishna Katha is the only medicine for our material disease. If we take it just like the jaundiced patient, if we take sugar candy, then gradually he becomes free from the diseased condition, and at the time, the same sugar candy which he tasted in the beginning as bitter. It appears to be very sweet. Then he cannot live without. This is the process. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter number 8, verse number 44, October 24, 1974, Mayapur.
Yes, so Srila Prabhupada is explaining here the importance of being patient. Utsaha nischayat dharyat tat tat karma pravartanat sangat tyagat satovrite shadbhir bhaktir prasidati. By being patient, it takes time for us to get over the material disease. We have to take the medicine of the holy name and follow the diet. And what's the diet? The diet is Sri Krishna Prasadam. So these two factors are required. Whenever we have a disease, the doctor prescribes two things. Tell Govinda Basya Prabhu. Diet and medicine. So diet is Sri Krishna Prasadam, and the medicine is the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now let's look for some good practices in Japa reform. So we'll look at the 3-step Japa reform and we'll make them our 3 New Year resolutions in our humble attempt to develop taste for Lord Krishna's holy names. So these are given by His Holiness Sachinandan Swami. I just attended a Govardhan retreat in Govardhan, Vrindavan with Sachinandan Swami, Borijan Prabhu. Very wonderful. Highly recommended. So number 1, as Srila Prabhupada says in his Japa, sit properly. So sit really straight, sit really nice. Let's everyone try it now. Everyone sit up. Acha, Betenge, everyone should sit nicely. One thing that if you read, can you bring Canto 1 Bhagavatam? That when you see the sages of Naimisharanya sitting and listening to, no, it's not Naimisharanya, it's those sages that are on the bank of the Ganga, listening to Sukadev Goswami. They have a really good posture. They're sitting very straight and there's a nice lumbar curve. There's a nice curve in the lumbar spine. So that curve should be there. That curve is there when we're sitting very straight. Sometimes devotees sit for Japa or Bhagavatam and they're kind of hunched over. But if we sit up and straight, it's really good. You can see, here's a Bhagavatam, right? Bhagavatam is going on. Now look at the Shrotagan, those that are listening. See how straight they're sitting? See his posture? See, they're all sitting very straight. They're all sitting good. So if you want to see a good example of how to sit properly, look at these devotees hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So we should sit like that when we chant Japa. Okay, so I recommend keeping a poster like this or your Bhagavatam available to remind yourself from time to time. Okay? Here, thank you. So sit properly. Very, very important. That's step one. Even this devotee in the picture, he's not sitting that great. You don't see much of a lumbar curve. He can sit even more properly. Okay, good. And number two, this is more about posture. Whatever activity one performs, there's always proper position or way of executing. Like in the army parade, you can't stand casually. Posture shows respect and readiness. Like we see in the army movies, right? Or maybe we have some relatives in the army. I know Indradumna Swami was in the army. They say, ready? Attention! Right? You have to stand like that. Stand straight. And when I was in high school, I studied karate. Right? So there was a ready position. I don't know how to get this to zoom out. Too much technology. So karate, you're like this. It's a ready position. And then you're like, you're ready for the next move. So posture is very, very important, extremely important. If you get your posture right, you've won a lot of the battle. So classroom students, they sit upright when the teacher is watching them. And even in the job interview, you can't sit like you're just chilling with your friend. If you're in a job interview and you're like sitting like this with your feet up, you're just chilling. You can't sit like this in a job interview, right? So posture does a tremendous amount. It's very, very important. So we're like in a job interview with Krishna. He wants to see how attentive we are. Is he going to give us the prem? We'll get prem as a salary. Like also during the national anthem, like these are some Westerners. They have their national anthem. Recently, I was in a Voice of Media convention with all 2,000 of the journalists and some BJP people, government people. There was the chief minister of Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Yeah, the chief minister of Gujarat
Amit
came.
Satan.
Anil Satan. Amit. Oh, that was Mumbai.
It was in Mumbai.
I'm talking about, we had Voice of Media Festival here.
Uh-huh.
So 2,000 journalists and the governor of Gujarat was here. Rajasthan, not Gujarat, Rajasthan. And they played the Indian national anthem. And you know what happened when they heard that? They all stood in attention like this. They were all attentive like that. And everyone stopped, nothing moved. So posture reflects respect and seriousness. So when we're chanting, we want to have that mood of respect and seriousness for the holy name. So posture is really, really important. Okay. And then also, so I, all right. Any cricket players here? Anyone here plays cricket? Any hands? Yeah, okay. Bankim Roy Prabhu is cricket man. Ekans Prabhu plays cricket. Okay. Don't have a lot of cricket players. But Yash plays cricket. Okay. So then those who play cricket, you know that a batsman in cricket, the wrong position means the wicket is gone. Okay? So the position is really, really important. Posture is very important. So thus we have to be very, very serious. For connecting with Krishna, which is our most important activity, the posture should be really, really good. Okay, can I have a volunteer to read this quote from Srila Prabhupada, please? Yes, go ahead, Yash.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, everybody. To do it properly, one has to control the senses, follow the rules, practice the sitting posture, thinking but chanting. As soon as you hear Krishna, immediately the mind is attracted. Anyone in any country can sit down and chant Hare Krishna and he will find himself in complete meditation.
Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay, so now we're sharing some affirmations from Mahatma Prabhu. An affirmation is like a script for our mind, to train our mind. What is the proper way to think? What is the proper mood? So this is the morning monk affirmation. Can I have a volunteer to read this, please? Yes, go ahead, Vasu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Morning monk affirmation. I am a morning monk. I live like a monk in the early morning by focusing solely on my japa, avoiding any other activities or distraction.
Yeah, so this is from Mahatma Prabhu, who's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada and does many Japa workshops. So this is understanding our identity. Of course, our real identity, Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nitya Das. We're all eternally servants of Krishna. But also we can think that we're morning monks. We live like a monk in the early morning and focus solely on the japa, avoiding any other activities or distractions. Okay, very good. So Mahatma Prabhu is emphasizing this morning monk. We can do morning monk posture. If we have an opportunity, we can wear morning monk clothes. Clothes also affects the consciousness. If a soldier is in his uniform, he's even more enthusiastic to fight. Of course, a soldier can fight even in a suit and a tie, but if he's in his uniform, he's even more ready. So the time, the place, the posture, association, to try to cultivate distraction-free sadhana. Okay, point number 2, hear attentively. Hear attentively. So we want to sit properly, number 1, and number 2, activate our ears. We should understand that and hear, we should hear the chanting. Our chanting should be loud enough that we can hear it and someone else who's trying to hear it can also hear it. That should be the volume. And we should be actively hearing. Japa means, and chanting kirtan, the mantra comes out of the mouth, created with the vocal cords, with the tongue, with the muscles in the face, comes out and goes into the ears. So we should be focusing what's coming in. We should be really conscious what's coming in our ears. So hear attentively. And japa time, it's not a time for creativity, talking, planning, mental concoction, or any of these things. It's not a time to be planning our day. It's not a time to be talking. Here's another tip is that try to maintain a mona vrata during your morning program. If you don't have anything absolutely essential, life and death to say during the morning program, don't say anything. Just smile at people and go through the full morning program. This is very powerful. Otherwise, there's so many opportunities for distraction. So don't speak with people, don't chat with people. Best is leave the devices in a different room. That's also another tip. Try to chant your japa in a device-free environment. Try to chant your japa in a device-free environment. Sometimes I even give it to a friend. Hold on to this. Don't let me see this. I don't want it. Give it back to me when I finish my japa. So sometimes I do like that also. It helps. So we should be very listen very carefully and be very attentive. So can we have a volunteer to read this quote from Srila Prabhupada, please? Yes, Jatin, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj. As soon as you chant Hare Krishna, that means Krishna is dancing on your tongue. You should be careful in that way. Just like if Krishna, as you offer so much respect to your spiritual master as soon as he is present. So if Krishna is present on your tongue, how much careful you should be. So you should always know that Krishna is there. Lecture and Initiation, October 20th, 1968, settled.
So again, Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing respect for the holy name. Like when a guest comes, we respect them, we give them our attention. It's a matter of focus. It's a matter of being in one place at one time and doing one thing, and that's being with Krishna and chanting his holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Abhina Abhina Tvam Nam Namino. Krishna is non-different from his name. And when we chant Krishna's names, Krishna is right there with us in the form, the deity form of his holy name. So we've come to slide 28 of 51. There's a lot more to cover, but I think we've also covered quite a bit. It's 148. We have 11 minutes for questions, comments, discussion. Let's move into that phase. Oh, let me just conclude with the third aspect that Sachinandan Swami has shared with us. Number one, posture. Number two, hear attentively. And number three, chant prayerfully in a mood of calling out like a child for mother, as Srila Prabhupada said, in a mood that Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Buddho Kripaya Tavapada Pankaja Stuta Duli Sadrisham Vichintaya. Oh my Lord, I'm your eternal servant. Somehow I've fallen into this material ocean. Please pick me up out of this ocean and place me as a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Please, O Lord, O energy of the Lord, please engage us in your service. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for your wonderful session. So I'm really touched by the statement that, attentive chanting is like massaging Prabhupada's body. Like, that's we all want to serve Prabhupada. So this is the way, direct serving Prabhupada, so that's like a very nice statement. So thank you very much for giving the tips, early bed and early wake up, so to do golden japa. So, and do more kirtan for good japa. This is another first time I'm hearing. Maybe I will try to implement it. So, and studying Bhagavatam. So thank you very much, Maharaj, for giving us a lot of insights
and it is like we are feeling that we are with you. We are not in you. So you are like a full action powered, and thank you for lively session.
Mm.
So I have one question, Maharaj.
Mm. Yes.
You you told that no, we have to chant prayerfully.
Yeah.
That's many times we do when we are in trouble. You know that to take out, remove the trouble from me. So that when we are in trouble, and that time
Mm.
only we do that prayerful chanting and all. But how to develop that prayerful chanting even when are in good state and a happy mood,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's that time also.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your question, Prabhu. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. Your question is how to chant prayerfully, not only when we're in trouble, but even when we're feeling happy. Is that your question?
Yes, Maharaj.
So I think this three-step process that I just shared is very effective in that. It's like a checklist. It's like, okay, am I sitting properly? Yes. Okay, are my ears working? Am I hearing the mantra? Yes. Okay, am I chanting prayerfully? Let me get in the mood. I will sometimes chant the first two lines. Ainanda tunuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam buddho. So this way the shlokas, the prayers given to us by our acharyas and by the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, the Shikshastakam, this is the mood that we're striving for. So if we just keep refreshing ourselves time to time with the mood from these shlokas, and Prabhupada said the mood should be chanting like a child crying for mother. He said we should be praying, oh dear energy of the Lord, oh Lord, please engage me in your devotional service. Expressing the mood of our acharyas like this helps to get into that prayerful chanting, even if we're in a happy mood.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj.
Jai Ho,
So
Jai Ho.
I request devotees come forward with their questions and take advantage of Maharaj's association.
Okay, Yash Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanapana.
Hare
Maharaj,
Krishna.
in one of your session, in the Japa talk of Loknath Maharaj, there you said that if we want to concentrate, then we can concentrate like keeping the holy name in the front, like reading it, and that we can in that way we can concentrate. But then whenever I practice this, my concentration is improved. But what happen is then I feel that are the words going in my ears or I am just seeing and reading. So there is confusion sometimes like that. Like when we are reading is like we are just reading and then I think I should close my eyes. Then I should hear. So it is I think so like can you guide here?
Yeah, thank you so much, Yash Prabhu. If I understand your question properly, you're sharing that in one of my previous talks, I shared that one way to stay attentive is to actually read the Maha Mantra in front of you. We distribute ISKCON Kirtan Ministry Maha Mantra stickers, and people have their Maha Mantra cards, and, and that can be very effective. And then also, you can mentally visualize the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. I do this sometimes. I also find this extremely helpful. This was some of the best japa that I was chanting was when, for several days, I was doing this during one Kartik Mas in Vrindavan during the japa session in Sri Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir. Visualize Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can actually see it in your mind's eye as you're chanting. You can actually see the Maha Mantra. And that is also an effective way of maintaining concentration. You can try that. So this was originated by Sripad Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur recommended sometimes to overcome inattentive chanting to read the mantra while chanting. So he also, as you said, sometimes you feel like, oh, I want to now close my eyes. I've had enough of reading. It's becoming mechanical. I want to just close my eyes. So that's also bona fide. Bhaktivinoda Thakur would sit in a locked room. I've been in that room. That room is there in Godrum Dweep in Mayapur at Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house. You can go and visit that room. It's like a big closet. He locks the door. There's no windows, no lights. Door is locked, dark. And he puts a chadar over his face. And in that mood, in that situation, he chants, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So no sensory input, nothing going on, just you and the chanting. Does that address your points, Yash Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj.
Oh, thank you so much, Yash Prabhu. Grateful to you. Or Kuch Chaye, anything else? Does anyone want to comment or question or reflect or
Hare
share?
Krishna Maharaj. Pranam.
Yes. Haribol Jatin Prabhu. Yes, please go ahead.
Maharaj, I have a one question that while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, so using of one tone is best or using of different tones is best?
Okay. You're talking about Japa, right?
Yes.
Okay,
But
so
Maharaj, it is from not Jatin Prabhu, some other devotee. Just for your information.
who asked this question?
So Sri Pratik.
Sripati Prabhu.
Sri Pratik.
Sri Pratik.
Yes.
Okay, Sri Pratik Prabhu. Thank you so much for your kind question. Question is, while chanting japa, should we chant in one tone or should we chant in a varied tone? So this is an individual thing, whatever works best for you. You can tell a tree by its fruits. However, we see the example of Srila Prabhupada that he chanted in a varying tone like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, something like that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the kind of little variation is there in Prabhupada's tone. Once again, it's a personal choice, whatever works for you. Try chanting along with Srila Prabhupada. Understand his tone. Try it. And it'll bring you closer to the founder Acharya, even if you don't adopt it yourself in your own personal practice. And ultimately, you can tell a tree by its fruits. If it's working for you, if it's helping your attentiveness in chanting, if you feel like it's positive, then you can try it, you can accept it. Sharanagati, accept what's favorable. For bhakti, reject what's unfavorable. Does that answer your question, Sri Patik Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj. I understand that too
Okay.
much.
Thank you so
Like
much. Hare
in
Krishna.
different tones. Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yeah, you can try. Try karenge.
Yes,
Experiment.
जरूर
Okay.
करेंगे.
Yeah, try listen up. Srila Prabhupada Japa Shuniye. You can analyze it. Listen closely. What is he doing? Okay?
Maharaj,
Okay, Maharaj.
before taking Jatin Prabhu's question, we can have one question in the chat box.
Okay.
This is from Somapati Gaurang Prabhu.
Mhm.
How to understand when we get taste in chanting, Maharaj? How do we know that we are getting taste for the chanting?
How to understand when we get taste in chanting. We understand we're getting taste in chanting when our taste for material sense gratification decreases and declines. It's like if you have a glass, which I may have somewhere. Had some water somewhere. So if you have a glass Yeah,
Water color
thank you.
song.
If you have a glass and the glass is filled with water, now before we continue, notice everyone has become quite attentive because I'm using a prop. This is called a prop, right? It's a glass. So when you use props in your preaching, then people become very attentive. So it's good to have a glass or a fruit or a person or a measuring tape, or whatever you have available, to show people different things. People like to see things. Okay. So here we have an example, and not only an example, but we have a prop. We have a glass. So imagine you have a glass and it's filled with dirty water. The dirty water represents our consciousness with material desires. Now, when we're pouring milk into the glass, the milk is heavier than water. So as you continuously pour milk, the water will start to overflow out of the glass. And good thing I'm doing this, because if water flows into my laptop, I'll be very unhappy. Although I have done this in the past, it's been quite messy. So you pour, as you keep pouring milk, gradually all the dirty water will come out. And as you keep pouring the milk, eventually that milk just becomes pure milk. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There was some water in the glass, but not that much. So if my laptop just sparks off into flames, just please forgive me, okay? All right. So the same way, if we are filling our consciousness with the holy name, the milk, the amrit of the holy name, gradually the material desires will be put out of our consciousness. Our consciousness will be cleansed. Our consciousness will be purified. Our consciousness, behod shud karahahe. Our consciousness will become clean. So we can understand we're getting a taste for the holy name when our consciousness is purified and we're losing our taste for material sense gratification. We no longer desire to drink that cup of tea or drink that cup of coffee. That cigarette no longer has appeal, etc., etc., etc. One time, Shamsundar Prabhu was carving Jagannath deities in San Francisco, and Prabhupada went to visit him, and there was a package of cigarettes on Jagannath's head. And Prabhupada took his cane and he went whack, and he whacked the cigarette pack off the Jagannath's head. And Prabhupada said, "Don't let these cigarettes come between you and Jagannath." So then gradually, Shamsundar Prabhu developed more and more taste in devotional service, and he lost his desire to smoke cigarettes. So to answer your question, Jatin,
No,
no, this is Sri Patik.
Yes, Maharaj.
This
Samapati.
is
Sampath Gauranga Prabhu.
this is Somapati Gauranga Prabhu. Okay,
Yes.
Somapati Gauranga Prabhu. Another
Okay.
tip when you're doing this, always try to keep track of who's asking you questions. It's more personal, to know who you're addressing. So I keep a pad of paper next to me, and I write down the people's names who are asking me the questions, and I write down their questions also, so I can really understand what's happening. So Somapati Gauranga Prabhu, he's asking me about this, purifying the consciousness. So does that answer your question, Somapati Gauranga Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj.
And it's always good at the end, after you answer the question, you should ask them, "Did I answer your question?" This is the mantra, right? Which I've been doing for each person. And first, clarify the question. What is the question they asked you? Repeat it back to them and ask them, "Is this the question you're asking?" And then and then they say yes. And if they say yes, you're hired. You're ready to go forward and try to answer their question. And if they say no, then you say, I haven't not fully understood you. Could you kindly clarify that for me? And they'll clarify it for you. Otherwise, you may spend 5 or 10 minutes answering a question, and at the end, and you say, did I answer your question? They say, no, that wasn't my question. So it's important to clarify what the question is before we start answering the question. And at the end, we should ask, did I answer your question? And he'll say yes, and then we're good to go. We can move on. Or he may say no, and then we can say what remains to be answered, what needs to be clarified. And sometimes they'll say, well, partially, and then you say what part needs to be clarified. So then you always try to keep going until you get that, did I answer your question? Yes. And then if you get that yes, then you're good to go. So is that okay with you, Somapati Guranga Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj.
Haribo, thank you very much. So we're at 2 minutes, 2 o'clock, 7 minutes.
Yes. Last question, Jatin Prabhu, then that will quickly wind up, Maharaj. If you
Okay,
have time, if you have time, Maharaj, that's up to you.
okay.
If you
It's
have time,
always
Maharaj.
good. Another tip I learned from one devotee named Konteya Prabhu about preaching is always leave the audience wanting more. Don't go and go and go until the last question is there and it's getting overtime, and some people are missing their lunch and their prasadam. And so, go for a reasonable amount of time, but don't overstay your visit. Don't go too long. So that's very important. Okay, Jatin Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, thank you.
Hare
Uh,
Krishna.
Likewise, I have a question regarding the sugarcane, the infected person. The infected person having a bitter taste of sugarcane, and he
Mhm.
knows it is the medicine to cure himself.
Hmm.
So, likewise, in the case of mine, I chant mechanically, and I know this is my medicine
Mhm.
for improving my spiritual health and for the taste, improving the taste of chanting. So,
Mhm.
how could I prepare my mind regarding this, that this is the only thing I have to do, and with proper attentive?
Mhm. So thank you very much, Jatin Prabhu. Let me see if I understand your question properly. So you're saying that you know we have this sugarcane juice and it's tasting very bitter. We have jaundice, and the sugar candy is the medicine. And but still we're chanting mechanically. It's bitter.
Yes, Maharaj.
So how to improve our taste? And what's the only thing we do is to chant? How to get into that mindset? How to prepare for chanting? Is that your question?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes. Okay. Good to go. All right. So there's a beautiful shloka in Bhagavad Gita. You may know it. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text number 66. We can chant it together. Sarvadharman
Sarvadharman
parityajya
parityajya
mamekam
Kam
sharanam
Saranam
vraja
Sharaja
aham tvam
Aham Tvam
sarvapapebhyo
Sarvapapebhyo
mokshaishami
Mokshashamima
masuchaha.
Sucham.
Okay. So, Sarva Dharman Prityaja Mame Kam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshaishami Masuchaha. We have to abandon all variety of religion and just surrender to Krishna. So, the same way we should surrender to Krishna in the form of the holy name in our japa. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Does that answer your question, Jatin Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj.
Are you sure?
Yes, I understand what you mean to say. That I only
Completely.
silence. Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Harinam Prabhu ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. So thank you all for joining today, for being such a wonderful, attentive audience. So inspiring to be with all of you. I could see you all in your videos, and I could see some of you are taking notes, and you're really into the understanding of improving the japa. And that's ultimately the most powerful thing, is the association of devotees. If we want to chant japa attentively, sit and chant with devotees who are striving to chant attentively. Thank you very much. And thank you, Bankim Roy Prabhu, for
Hare Krishna.
facilitating, and thank you, Parthasarthi Prabhu, for
Yes.
connecting. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bankim
Thank you
Prabhu.
very much. Yes.
And thank you, Kritika Mataji, for beautiful PowerPoint slides. Did you like the slides?
Yes.
Very
Give
yes,
her a big
Maharaj.
round
Yes,
of
Maharaj.
applause. Haribol.
Thank you, Maharaj. We are
Very-
blessed by your association. Yes, Bankim Prabhu, you can conclude. Yes.
yeah. Thank you
Just
very
a
much,
word,
Prabhu.
just a word from our sponsor. Just a minute. Here we go. Go ahead.
Yes, so
Hare
Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for joining for today's session. It was wonderful to see so many beautiful faces, and yet opening your cameras. आजकल कोई camera on नहीं करता. I don't know what they do, but you were so attentive. Maharashri is very, very happy with that. Just to end, I would like to tell everyone Maharashri is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, so you can follow Maharashri. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Swami. You can type on Instagram, type on
SKC.
SKC Swami. Yeah, you can type on Instagram and follow him, and every update wherever he goes, whatever he does, it is there on all these pages. We have some devotees here who you can connect to, myself, for doing any service in ISKCON Kirtan Ministry, ISKCON Padyatra Ministry, or for Maharashtri's page. We have some devotees like Utsav Prabhu, Nidhi Mataji. You can connect to them and we can do some service for Maharashtra. Thank you so much for attending this session. Hare Krishna.
Yes, and thank you all preachers, also Krishna Bandhus, for attending and giving your blissful presence here for the seminar. Yes, Bankim Rai Prabhu, we can end here. Thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very
Srila
much, Maharaj.
Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Sri Krishna
Jai,
Chaitanya Swami Maharaj ki jai. Srila
Jai,
Prabhupada
Jai,
ki
Hare
jai.
Krishna.
Kirtan Ministry Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
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 All preachers ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Just small thing.
Yeah.
There are many questions. Many people wanted to ask questions. Is there any platform that they can reach you, Maharaj?
Yeah. What's the
This
best?
they only say the WhatsApp.
I have one more question.
Because
Next
they are because they have in charts also their questions are there. Some people are raising their hands, but with lack of time we cannot able to take them
Well,
up.
we could either do by email, by WhatsApp, or we could have
Okay.
another, or we could have another session in the future.
Oh, that's it. If you are ready, we have most it's our
Maybe a special question answer session.
Maybe Stoka
yeah.
Krishna Go Prabhu is suggesting us a question and answer session.
So we definitely, Maharaj, we'll try to get reach you for that session.
Okay.
That we can
Also,
plan schedule one more session.
yeah, we only covered 28 or 51 slides. Also, we've only gone
Okay.
barely half through the presentation. We could
Okay.
maybe do part 2.
Yeah, maybe, Maharaj. We'll reschedule it and then we can come back to you, Maharaj.
Jai, happy to
Thank
be
you.
of
Thank you.
service. Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Thank you
So
very
nice
much.
to serve the preachers. Thank you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Yes, Swam Prakash Prabhu. Yes. You can end the
Hare
meeting.
Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.